roomies, and now you're broken new grounds for a new house project. How hands-on are you guys in making sure that everything goes well in building, designing, and decorating your home, and how Mr. DIY helps you to do this? Because we really enjoy watching your family on your latest play earlier.
Yes, thank you. So, yeah, we're doing a groundbreaking for our next house project, and
By the way, we're not gonna live there, huh?
it's just a project first. Yes, and you know, we're definitely very hands-on. During the first phase of construction, obviously I'm working with architects and engineers, and my role there is just to make sure that everything is properly in place. During the finishing stage is actually where Chex and I do a lot of collaboration as a family. And you know, when we were watching, when we were reading the comments of our house tour, they love how everything just came together with the finishes, with the accessories, and how just everything came together, di ba, honey?
Yeah. And then, with that said, Mr. DIY comes very handy because we all know that, di ba, when we move houses, we need hangers. All of a sudden, parang wala nang hangers. And then you're so inspired, to have nice hangers. So Mr. DIY has those nice hangers, those nice wooden hangers at very low prices. So that's what I like. And of course, you also need those plastic containers to organize your Christmas stuff, to label them and everything. So it's so convenient to be able to find everything in Mr. DIY. And it makes organizing and making your storage room really nice.
Yeah, so it's one thing to, when you want to move into your house, you get your beds, you get your sofas, you get the big things, right? But what Mr. DIY, it completes every Filipino home with the variety that they have. Diba? You have your organizers, you have, as simple as even, your trash bins where we had to source out all of these from different places. But because of Mr. DIY, whatever you need for your home, they truly address that problem. And you just have to find your nearest store and you will get everything that you want there.
All right. So thank you so much, Cesar, for that question. As you mentioned, this is the perfect time for us. Number one, to get an ambassador, a new face for Mr. DIY. Simply because, number one, we have more than 370 stores nationwide. And we want really to make sure that before we launch this big campaign with the Team Kramer, is that all the Filipino families, that is our target market, would really feel that Mr. DIY is close to their heart already. So we don't want naman to have a face or a brand ambassador wherein we cannot physically reach our customers. And with the Team Kramer having millions of followers on social media, on YouTube, and to tell you, I have this personal experience with them during the photo shoot and during our store visit yesterday. It was so fun going with them. And mind you, they are not just celebrities on cam, but they are real people off cam. Just like Mr. DIY, there's no pretending na we are a unique or we are a concept store, but we are an everyday store na everything that the whole family can find or needs and wants, ma-offer ni Mr. DIY.
Yeah, so to add on this, it's really a strategic decision because we really want to make sure that our target market as well as our existing consumers are always satisfied. So before, of course, like new brands, they would always try to get an endorser immediately. But for us, we really needed to be established first in the right locations, targeting the right consumers before we really engaged with a brand ambassador that has a lot of a million fans, right? Because if we didn't have these physical stores there, they just get disappointed. So it's really a strategic decision also. Where's our business development? Well, apart from actually still continuously sourcing new locations, actually we had our business development team here a while ago now. I don't know where they are. Maybe they're looking for new spaces right now. So from that, the plan to sustain our growth would really be continuously ensuring that we do have the products that would continuously entice our families to keep coming back to our stores. So, example na lang yung mga very unique products that we have, like for instance, this clip fan that I just saw in our store that I use when I play golf. You could clip it on your golf cart. So it's really very handy because it's so hot right now, right? So it's a very cute clip fan that I just saw in our store. I don't know if I didn't see this in other stores. Another example would be like our own private label, Mr. DIY detergent powders. So we will always evolve by having more products to really answer and address the everyday needs of our consumers at always low prices. So that's what's very different and unique for Mr. DIY, because you will really make you guys happy, the family, each family member very satisfied, because we not only address your needs, but we also address it at very low prices.
For my final question. Actually, no, yung word na therapy, meron kaming katumbas or an appropriate word for that. No? It's the happy budol. No, so sabi nga kanila, I think we were discussing it in the Cheska at saka nito yesterday, that you have one item in mind when you come into Mr. DIY, but you will come out basket full. Di ba? So, I think yung shopping is a therapy for Mr. DIY. It's a happy budol.
Yeah,
Alright.
yeah. And I've been in retail for a long time. So usually yung pag retail, pag pupunta ako sa stores, parang may trabaho na naman. Pero dito, biases aside, no? I'm very objective. It's really very different because for every store that I go into, Mr. DIY, we have 376 stores right now, right? There's always something different that we have to offer. So I always end up buying something. Can you imagine this? And I'm already like every day going to the stores. So really, it's really it's therapeutic. It's not so hard on the pockets, right?
Thank you, Mark. And
To surprise you supposedly of what's going to happen for the whole week. No, so this is just the start of our campaign when we have our launch. Of course, we want to launch it first with our friends from the press and from the media because that's how important you are for us. And then soon on the freeway of EDSA up to Davao, you will see their faces there, of course, and there would be some radio commercials airing nationwide, no? And if you happen to go, and if you go to the store, or please go to our store, you will also see them, no? And there are a lot more of the activities that are lined up that we are working with Team Kramer, of course, in respect with their schedules. No, so we will do that for the entire year and until next year. So watch out for it. So we want to excite.
Kasi matindi pa silang mga convinced na, ay gusto ko nito ganyan. And then, pag hindi pa pwede, paano yun?
You mean their shopping, their shopping budget, like that?
Hindi, yung power nila to convince you to buy something.
Oh, I think that's a natural gift without having to try hard. Diba? I think it's a matter of just, all the years that, our fan base has been following us from the time that we were renting to the time that we were in debt to the time that we built our dream home. It's just that they trust us and they trust that every Filipino family goes through a certain journey in their life. And that's all that matters for them, is that they trust us and they see a complete functional family. And that's it.
Can you repeat again the question? Sorry.
How do you manage the purchasing power of your children?
They're convincing us to let them buy things and
Yes,
things like
correct.
that. Well, it's not very hard to convince us because we also like to buy things. So I think it's just a matter of asking them also what they need it for. Don't you have that or also asking them when was the last time you bought. So we also give them a budget, so they all have their own accounts. So with that, we put money there and you tell them, okay, you learn how to budget your money. Ask yourself if you really need it or you just want it. So it's really just guiding them. But at the same time, we're also big in rewarding our kids because they're also very good kids. They excel in their sports, they excel in their schooling, and it's also nice to reward your children and also go shopping with them. I love going shopping with my daughters, and it's one of our bonding moments.
And diba, that's why Mr. DIY is a family store. We love to go shopping as a family. So yesterday's activity, diba, it's not just shopping. We all bonded and enjoyed at the store.
Thank you.
Thank